7:53. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Well, if you did it again, spending a little too much over the holidays, we have some tips to help you pay off your holiday bills faster. We welcome finance expert and founder of MeVest, Lesley-Anne Scorgie, back to the program. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
And, you know, a lot of us don't really want to look. We're maybe going in with eyes closed and squeezed shut on the holiday debt point. But now tell us about some of the reports that you've been finding and what the average spends are for Canadians.
So the average Canadian family spent around $1,000. 650 of that was on gifts and the rest was on entertainment. What is so frightening right now, though, is it's this week, typically in January, where all the credit card statements are now at your doorstep.
It's a reality.
And they are due this week. So we need to take some actions to find a way to pay them off without as much pain.
Right. So that $1,000 is okay if you've been planning for it. But other than that, if you weren't, there are some measures to take. So let's begin with returning unused items.
That's right. So everybody gets a ton of gifts, and a lot of them you like and some you don't like. So if it is returnable or exchangeable, now is the right time to do that. Obviously, returnable items are better because that is cash back on your credit or debit card. If you are looking, though, at an exchange, try to make it something that you would really use and that would add value.
Good point. Cancellations, cancel unused things that you might not use.
That's right. So right now is not the time to have extra expenses. So if you're able to delay things like contact lens purchases, glasses, anything that would be above and beyond the regular monthly household expenses, you can defer those into the future, and that will help just level out the cash flow.
Yes. Okay. So if the flow is an issue there. Now, what about selling items? This is such a big thing on social media and Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace.
I'm a big proponent of this. So every year I go through a process in January, and I call it the purge. And I review everything that's in the house. Do I love it? Do I need it? Can I sell it if I don't love or need it?
Yes.
This is the perfect time to do that. You'll reduce what's in your house, you'll reduce your environmental footprint, and the things that you have often have value. So one person's junk or unused items can be another person's treasure, and we're just trying to put a valuation on that.
Right.
The other thing that you can be doing, and I'm a huge proponent of this, is I'm a point collector. And I'm sure between groceries, Shoppers Drug Mart, and then everywhere else that I collect points, sometimes in January those programs change. And you're seeing that right now with Shoppers Drug Mart changing their program. So cash them in to pay for the things that you would normally have to pay for with your credit card. Now is the perfect time for that.
Okay, so be conscious of that cashing in points. Consolidating debt if you have debt in multiple areas.
That's right. So also in January, because you're looking at a lot of balances, I recommend that you lay everything on the table, and you need to ask yourself, do I have a debt problem? One of the questions we encourage our clients to answer honestly is, have I carried a credit card balance for more than 60 days in the past 12 months?
Yes.
If you have the answer yes to that question, you probably have a debt problem. So you can be looking at alternatives to pay that off a little bit faster. We call them marketplace consolidation loans. It's where you take all of the balances, wrap them into one balance at a lower interest rate. That allows you to pay more towards the principal balance owing and a little bit less towards interest. Ideally, you're paying that off a bit faster, and with the other tips, you're crushing that debt through lump sum payments.
Okay, so you just want to be mindful of those things. Great tips, as always. Thank you so much. Happy January and safe travels to you.
Thank you.